Welcome everyone, welcome to the first day of LEGO Harry Potter Advent Calendar month, as I like to call it. Now, this Advent Calendar is a little bit more different to the other LEGO Harry Potter Advent Calendars, as this actually incorporates all 11 films. If you're wondering why I said all 11, Deathly Hallows Part 1 and Part 2 can be considered one long running film. Just like how Donutopia, that was actually a mini-series that aired in the early 2000s on TV in Australia on Channel 9 and around the world, that is considered a 4-hour and 10-minute long movie. We're all good now? Good. Because I don't want to have to actually say that every time. If you don't believe me, if you don't know what Donutopia is, Donutopia movie was based on the books. Lego Harry Potter is actually based on the films and books, but more closely films, or the sort. Anyway, we do have we do have the back. If you do have this, congratulations, you can actually build along with me. And if you actually are still looking, please check your local toy stores and department stores. I picked mine up at Kmart in Australia. There's also Target, Big W, Toy World, Toys R Us, and I think the official Lego store as well. We do have a 2-player game included, which I am not entirely sure what that game is, because you're going to need a QR code to scan. And there we have our doors. Let me just, I can move that back, but I don't know how well it's going to be in shot. But I'm just going to scan the QR code. I'm going to open, because apparently this should actually, okay. Lego, why did it actually take me to a streaming now? Oh. Sorry, my bad. Accidentally clicked on an ad. Says how to play Lego Harry Potter Advent Calendar board game. So basically, that flap is the board game. Find board game instructions at, and then it just goes into German, Dutch, Chinese, I think Spanish, as well as Portugal and everything else, judging by the by everything that is down below. But you scan the QR code, you get taken to this. Step 1, collect. After you have opened all 24 doors on time, no cheating. Yeah, if you are a fan of Harry Potter and have watched Peter from the Potter Collector, he actually went over this. I didn't watch the video because I didn't want to be spoiled. And let's see, both players take 3 builds to begin, then take turns. Players use the spinner to find out what action they should take. If you collect 1 build from the center, remove 1 build to the center, steal 1 build from another player. Gas! It's the Dark Mark. How to win. The first player to either collect at least 1 build from each of the 8 movies, or 8 builds of the same base plate color, wins. So we do actually have the same base plate color. Now that's going to be a bit difficult because there's only, I think, 3 of each color. That's 3 of each color base plate. We have 3 yellows, 3 purples, 3 blues, 3 greens, 3 browns, 3 tans. So I like to know how you're supposed to collect all 8 base plate colors when you actually don't have an equal number, or is it actually pointing to the base colors that are shown on the board itself? Don't know, and quite frankly, LEGO should have made that a little bit more clearer, especially there. Because that is what they should have done. Oh, and you can actually change the Ooh, okay. That's interesting because I haven't seen anything from Bionicle or Legends of Chima. So like it must be doing something with them to actually bring something out. Okay, I mean Legends of Chima Advent Calendar, that would be nice. A Bionicle Advent Calendar. Say like you open the doors, you actually get to build. Say you open 4 doors, you get to build 1 Bionicle. That would be nice. But anyway, let's start with door number 1. And yes, I need to bring this a little closer to actually open door number 1. And we get... Don't know what this build is supposed to be. What is this build supposed to be? It's from the Philosopher's Stone, though the instructions are a little small. And as always, have a pair of scissors handy. If you are someone who is actually watching this and needs a parent's permission and such and guidance, please do so. I will not be held responsible for you cutting yourself. This build is now officially confusing. And I literally mean this is a confusing build. Them to the side. Like I said, it is a confusing build. The first build is always confusing, even though it says it's from Chamber of Secrets. Now, I did see that part, which goes here, like so, and then, no, it wasn't that. Yeah, this is a confusing build because I cannot see past here. LEGO, please include better instructions. Because this build is confusing as anything, and everyone actually hates confusing builds. And I literally do mean confusing builds. Oh, that was interesting. I think this might be the leaky cauldron. I am not entirely sure. I think this might be the leaky cauldron. Like,
You can't squeeze through there.
oh. Sorry, everyone, if you heard that. Apparently, some people don't understand people doing videos. I'm still actually trying to figure this build out because it looks like it's supposed to be the leaky cauldron. So I am at a complete loss on why it's not set as such. Like I said, this is one confusing build. I'm gonna say this probably is the leaky cauldron. So, I mean, it's a confusing build. That's all I can say. Is that it's a confusing build, and the instructions should be made clearer on it. So Lego, please. I mean, if you have, you do have 2 of these pieces left over, so I'm just gonna throw it like that. There. I'm just gonna throw them on there like that. So with 2 pieces left over, I'm just putting them on there. And it looks like we have the leaky cauldron. Because we've got Philosopher's Stone, Chamber of Secrets, Prisoner of Azkaban, Goblet of Fire, or the Phoenix, Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, and then we have Deathly Hallows Part 1 and Part 2. So we basically get 3 builds of these from Philosopher's Stone, Chamber of Secrets, and such. Yeah, it's a very confusing build. Literally confusing build. So I'm just gonna shove it straight back in there. I don't need that. And basically, you can actually go via color. It's like, oh, I need door 2. Door 2 is Philosopher's Stone. Door 3 is also Philosopher's Stone. So you can virtually go, right, where's door 4? And it's Chamber of Secrets. There's 6, 5. Oh, there's number 4. So we're going to be going through this throughout the month. I don't want any more confusing builds. Though, judging by this, we are going to have some confusing builds. Though, I have a question. Why would the Hogwarts Express be in door number 23 when it should actually be it should be in one of the Philosopher's Stone doors, as it is part of the Philosopher's Stone, as it's the first train ride. I have no idea and don't care, really. It's Lego, so it's confusing. And Peter Kenneth probably said the instructions were confusing. I might have to go back and watch that video. Probably have on the 24th day. Though, as you can see via the pensive down here, we do have Mr. Harry Potter and all the builds. Apparently just floating around in liquid of some sort. Please don't do that. Anyway, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you actually do have this, do open the doors and build along. Also, don't get confused by the builds. Door 1 is now the most confusing build I have built. Confusing builds are annoying. I will see you on day 2, which is right there. And then day 3, which is up in that corner.